nozzle clean so that it's firing right. But also, and we can get into why that's happening too. I'm just giving kind of some top level of the bigger problems. This crystallization you generally can even see. I know we have a 2020 and a 2021 Ram hot shots trucks that we take our trailers around the country with, and you see the crystals building up, just from the drips that like get on your cap there where you're filling, and again we can get into the details of that, but that's from the crystals in the solution. When the water evaporates, it leaves this behind. Well, you see it right there on the nozzle, on like where you're filling. That's not a problem there. The problem is that's happening inside the system as well. And then where it happens is not just on the nozzle, or what I call the injector, on the nozzle to it, but similar to like we talked about fuel tanks. It's important to keep fuel tanks full because that leaves less wall of your fuel tank to get condensation buildup that adds water to our fuel system. Well, similarly, inside your DEF tank, any exposed air where the DEF has splashed on things, well, the water side of the DEF evaporates and it leaves these crystals behind. We start to even see problems on the floaters. This is something we found in our research that was a bigger problem, especially on some of our larger Class 6-8 trucks as well. But the actual measurement of your fill level of your tank is a lot of them are on a floater. Well, that floater gets coated with the DEF fluid, and as you decrease your DEF usage and it goes down, it starts to crystallize on the actual rod in the floater. So then your floater can get stuck. So it gives you misreads of how much DEF you have in your system. And then finally, just the actual, I'll call it the potency of the DEF can degrade. And whether that's from heat cycles, freezing cycles, just poor quality DEF to start with, DEF that's been contaminated, DEF that may not have been stored properly. There's a lot of things that can start to degrade the DEF. And once it becomes degraded down, you're not getting as much efficient burn. It's kind of like when we think on the fuel side, a low cetane, a low lubricity fuel is not going to burn and be as efficient as one that's highly additized. So we hope we get some good DEF, just like we hope we get some good fuel from the pump. But there's things you can do to preserve it, make sure that it's staying good, and there's things you can do to keep your system clean from the crystal buildup and the problems that come with it.